Welcome to the Great Melting Pot, where we interview people about their stories of migration to the United States and learn about where we come from and how history informs who we are today. I'm Yante Jackson, the host of the Great Melting Pot. Welcome back. In this episode, we're going to interview Micki Watanabe Spiller and her mom, Susy Watanabe, about coming to the United States from Japan in the 1970s. Micki was 6 years old and her mom, currently 86 years old, telling her story. Enjoy.
I'm 86 years old. I've never heard of ABC, anything. I was grown up in very countryside, farmer. So it was so poor. Some people have a tutor and take but would have no money. So I had to do the English just memorize, right?
Yeah.
So I memorized and what I call recite everything. Then I got high school. Not everybody go at that time high school. The young people go to work. Thanks be to God, I got to high school.
Why did you go to high school? You passed the test?
I think so. I took a test and I just wanted to know education goes up. Then at that time I got the pen pal.
Oh, from America?
Yeah.
That's so
name
cool.
Robert Schwartz. They call he said
Robert
first name Bob.
Okay.
So I was calling Bob. I met him. He came to the army or something in the Yokosuka. I went to see him.
Really?
Yeah. I just wanted to go to America. Mm-hmm. First thing I do go to church, start going to, I wasn't a Christian yet, English, and I went to the church.
Why did you go to the church so you could come
At that
to
time,
America?
Many Americans for the missionary.
I see.
Going to church.
Oh.
I don't know, I was so countryside and but now I had to go. Then I do the nursing school. I went to the nursing.
Oh.
At that time.
In Japan?
In Japan.
Okay.
At that time, it was 3 years. At that time, government paid for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I was after World War II and so nursing school. Then what did I do? And start working at YCH. As a nurse.
YCH is a
Christian hospital.
In
it's
Japan.
A Southern Presbyterian Church. It's from America, from Southern Presbyterian Church, it came to teach. Then I took a test, TOEFL test, 1965, February 27.
Wow.
When I went to the travel agency, said, "You are flying a jet." At that time, before that was a propeller that time, not jet. But anyway, I came to the University of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
As an exchange program nurse.
Uh-huh.
I worked about a year or so on the worked over there, graduate school in Pennsylvania, 3 years. I found the anesthesia school program.
For anesthesia, for surgery? Oh, wow.
In Japan, don't have it.
You have to be a nurse anesthesia.
Oh,
So I talked to the boss.
Right, that is.
I took a course at that time, 2 years. Yeah, then passed the board.
So you became an anesthesiologist?
Anesthetist, nurse in America, CRNA, Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist. We call it CRNA. And came back to Japan, I cannot practice.
Because you're not a doctor.
No, and a doctor and no program for this. So I came back to practice. I liked my work.
Yeah.
Came back to the St. Louis. I had a friend over there.
Did you talk about Philadelphia already?
Yeah.
Just that she went to nursing school there.
University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I'm going to visit that hospital when this year I go. We're going to the Christmas time to visit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To visit?
I worked there 19th floor, but I remember the zip code, everything.
Cheap.
That's good, yeah.
Then,
good place to
yeah.
know.
So start working. go back to the St. Louis. I had a friend, Dr. Fang. Why don't you come back to here? So I came back to St. Louis.
It was a Chinese doctor that she met in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He
Who
was
lived
a
in St. Louis?
He was a neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
And she called at the Christmas card, why don't you come back and practice? So I came back, I took a test and TOEFL test, and I came back 1975.
Oh, okay.
But I cannot practice right away since I haven't worked for a long time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I took a course.
I was 6 years old.
I was about to say, how old was Micki at this time?
6 years old.
Okay.
And I have no money. I live in the house. I found
she looked on the newspaper.
Newspaper. I found a live-in. Babysitter 12 hours per week. Then cooking the dinner on the table 5 o'clock.
For the family.
I haven't been to cooking school, but I cook a lot of Chinese. Everybody can easier. Not Japanese.
It's also a Jewish family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you made Chinese food and they liked Chinese food.
And I made
But they
a
didn't
lot
like
of
Japanese?
dumpling and stuff.
Oh, okay.
They have a party every month from Europe and doctors, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I made when I have a time a lot, 200, 300 dumplings for the actors and drinking.
Wow.
That was so famous. Everybody, where's the dumpling?
You became like the famous dumpling
Chinese
maker?
It's called
She's
gyoza.
actually mentioned in a. Do you know who Stanley Elkin is?
Oh, that's right.
He's sort of
Oh my
a
gosh.
contemporary of
So the next Stanley Elkin.
John.
Who
Who wrote the rabbit books?
And I
Sinclair?
have his book.
Oh, Watership Down or something?
Yeah,
No. Anyway, it's
But
like
anyway.
one of these American
So
writers.
I took a test.
She's
talk-
mentioned, not by name, but
Oh, her
because there
dumplings?
was a writer that used to come over.
Oh.
Because the
Stanley
family.
Elkin, he wrote a book in Japanese also.
Well, he didn't write it in
Elkin.
Japanese.
I have a book. His
I know it was
book, right?
translated. He
Yeah,
didn't
but
write it.
anyway,
No, but backing up, this family, the father of this family, who was a head
Steve.
pathologist at Washington
yeah,
University,
bone
medical
famous
school.
bone
So
pathologist.
she just
She's the
happened
same
to-
age.
She lucked
3 months
out and
old.
ended up living with this family who was kind of like
That's
a
right.
prominent doctor at this hospital where she wanted to work.
That's right. So now
Just
So
because
they-
of the
it's
newspaper.
been a long time.
So what happened with, and actually, I was just talking to
50
the
years
daughter of
ago.
the school, or this family, because we sort of grew up together,
Uh-huh.
and so she was sort of like my sibling, kind of like but
Cousin or something.
so her mother died of breast cancer. Yeah, because
That's
she
right.
was dead
That's
by the
right.
time we came.
That's right.
So he had just remarried.
Oh, okay.
That was
And
the,
so-
yeah.
They had just remarried,
Saw
and,
that,
and
didn't I?
they had another child together, and so there were 2 kids, and
みーちゃんこれ
With the new
何
wife.
美味しいね。
it's squash.
あ本当美味しい。
Good.
Anyway, so they were looking for somebody to live in.
So I did 2 years or 3 years. I was so worked all day,
Yeah.
cooking, and then I had to go to the hospital for anesthesia because I'm taking it.
Wait, so you were living in this house working for them, but also being an anesthesiologist? And
I anesthetist.
Taking courses.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
okay.
leave the house about 6 o'clock. The anesthesia starting 7 o'clock. Patient comes down 6:30 to 7. But
You know,
then
the patient.
I had
I know.
to take another course because of the time change and everything.
Sure, you have to
Everything
get
changed
updated, right?
now. Then passed the board. Then worked at Washington University.
33 years.
33 years.
Wow.
Washington University made my name award, so I'm going to St. Louis.
So the doctors got
12
together
this
when
year.
she retired
I
and
did cardiothoracic
set up
anesthesia.
a scholarship
Wow.
under her name.
Oh my
So
God.
every year not every year. This year she's going.
Good
next
thing,
weekend.
I love that work because I like work, do well. patients request my name.
Wow, you were good
they're
at
doing
that.
I have to put the needle in the artery. It's very painful. I try not to pay,
Yeah,
always thinking about the patient. So they like me, thanks be to God anyway.
Wow, that's wild. So
Yeah, this coming Sunday, Wednesday. Thursday. St. Louis.
is
Washington
you're going to
University.
St. Louis?
Washington University.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's amazing. So wait, so you guys were living there in St. Louis?
So
Is
I
that
live
where you were
over there
living?
35 years.
Really? And then how did you get to New York? It was you that moved.
I hated it.
I came to New York because Hero came out.
Oh,
Well,
the grandchild.
also it's time to
I
retire.
I bought a house and I live over there. But Hero is here.
The second she retired, the whole department became computerized.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
She refused to use a computer.
I don't like computers.
Yeah, it's hard to get used to those things. Wow. So, all right, I want to hear Mickey's version of the story.
Well, no, everything is the same.
No, I mean
Up to-
about your experience coming here, because you were 6, right?
Oh, you are American or you are?
I was 6. I was born there. I mean, I just remember. I mean, that's her story. So when we left Japan, you're like 6, so you only remember certain things. Like the dress was a really pretty dress. It was a white
I know,
dress,
and
and I
then
wore it
Mika
to death, and
Kobayashi.
it was.
My
So-
sister.
Instead of just coming directly, for some strange reason,
Yeah.
we decided she decided that we're going to take a boat from Japan to the USSR.
Yeah.
Back then, it was
How about
not
this?
called Russia; it was USSR. Took a boat from
to the
Japan to Habarovsko.
And fly
And then,
to Moscow.
no, we didn't fly to Moscow. We took a train.
そうだった?
Yes, we took one of these like Trans-Siberian railroads.
I tried not, flying.
Do you
not
have
fun.
memories of
Oh
that?
yeah, I remember the very large people.
Yeah,
Because like you come
not
from Japan
remember.
where everyone's
This
like
way.
tiny, and then you're like in Russia where it's like huge people with like fur hats and like really big people. And then I remember I couldn't eat any of the food because it was like weird. Right, because you're like in a foreign country and you're 6 years old and you've only eaten like the food of one
Japanese
country.
food, right.
That's right. Yeah,
And so she actually had to
Why
bring
you ran away? I mean, why you guys left Japan?
where?
Why?
Why you guys
Oh,
left?
because she wanted to work. She wanted to do this type of work,
Anesthesia.
She wanted to be an anesthesiologist.
but didn't
Japan,
want to
I
go to
cannot
medical
work.
school.
Yeah.
But you guys didn't run away from anything. You just,
No,
I bet you.
no. We came because of an opportunity. We weren't running away. We were actually looking for. Yeah.
So financially, you guys were okay there.
No, we didn't have any money. So back then, you couldn't leave the country with more than $700 or the equivalent.
I don't remember.
For a visa or
Well,
just,
thanks be
or
to
just
God,
to
I'm
take
pretty
the
good.
I
tickets?
don't.
Yeah, you did
That's
good.
the thing. I don't know how visas work because I was sick.
That time,
And
who knows? Because
Washington,
It was
you?
probably much more lenient, right? So there was already like a connection in the hospital where she was going to work,
yeah.
even though her license had expired. So that's probably why. Because you didn't have a green card, did you?
I think I got the green card.
Through the hospital.
That's why I have to. What do you mean hospital?
How did you get a green card
I applied to American
before
embassy.
you moved
Before
here?
you moved here or after?
Yeah, before.
Oh.
神戸で取った。
When you, it was a green card, not a visa. I think it was much more lenient back then. This is in the 70s. Okay, so I remember eating on this train. It was like a coal-powered train with a lot of not fat, they're just large people.
Russian
I didn't like
restaurants.
any of the food, and so I
Habarovsko
remember
cara.
she used to boil hot water. There were like these stoves in the cabins or the train rooms.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, train.
And she would boil hot water, and I would eat cup noodles.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
wow.
That's what I ate all throughout.
Oh, I
And
don't
then we
remember.
got to Moscow, and then from Moscow,
The 3 days we stayed there, right?
I don't know, I'm
Yeah,
6.
took
And
it
then
to-
we flew
remember?
to Germany, where my father was living,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hamburg. Yeah.
Hamburg. And then I remember
How long did you stay in Hamburg?
1ヶ月ぐらいい
a
た。
month. I don't know. I was 6.
I don't remember.
But this is what I remember.
You stayed a while. You
this
stayed
is
a
what
while.
I remember about Germany. I remember the parks. I remember the hot dogs were really good.
Yeah, that's
And I remember taking a bubble bath, which is like unheard of because in Japan
remember
you
that.
don't put soap in the bathtub. Like
I
in
don't
Japan
remember,
you have
Mitya.
to like you have to wash yourself outside of the tub and then you go into the tub to soak.
I don't know that.
This is Japan.
初めて聞いた。
This is Japan. You know how to take a bath in Japan.
Yeah, outside this office.
That's what I just said.
I
But
thought
in
you were talking about
Germany
the hamburger.
or in the West, you can put soap in the bathtub and take a bubble bath. Okay, so in Japan, this is in the olden days, you would have a large, I mean, the tubs are huge. They're like soaking. They're not like here. They're very large. And then where we grew up in the country, you would have to start a fire. And the fire was underneath the tub. And then
Oh my
so
god.
you had to like basically boil water for the tub. And so this tub had water for the entire family.
Oh.
So you would go in and you would wash yourself and get totally
Outside.
clean and then
Then
you would
just-
soak in
yeah.
the tub. So everyone could do this. Yeah.
Japan has very strict immigration laws.
Well, you can't be a dual citizen.
You cannot be a
They don't want outsiders, yeah.
And then also, if you're married with a Japanese, you are not gonna. Even if you're married with a Japanese, pure
Yeah.
blood. That's what they call it, pure
Yeah.
blood. It's like the Germans, pure
Right.
blood Japanese, because they have their ancestral trees.
Right.
But even that, you cannot become a Japanese.
But can you work there?
Yeah.
Like if you guys all moved over there, Harley would be able to work there? Or not
Well,
really?
what would he do?
I'm just saying, like as if he can't be a citizen,
No,
is
but
he allowed
yeah,
to work
he's
there
right?
because he's married to
I
you?
am not anymore. I had to give it up when I became a U.S. citizen.
For real? Oh,
They don't recognize because they were the enemy in the war. So we flew to Germany, and then from Germany we flew to Chicago because she had a friend in Chicago that was a nurse that
Okay.
you knew from
あ、
the,
福島さんの話
the Christian hospital.
そんなこと言った、oh,
St.
right.
Louis,
No more. Huh?
we lived in like
Yeah,
a very
35 years.
racially integrated, I would say
35 years I lived there.
80% black school. I loved it. It was such a good school.
Oh wow.
But it didn't get
Denmark
good,
Harbor,
like,
you talking
Ratings.
yeah, because it was an inner city school. So
Oh, yeah.
racist there.
I
It
know.
is so racist. So we moved because the Ladue school system is so much better
is a
on
high
paper.
class.
It's high class. No, it's just a bunch of
お金がたく
white
さんね
people.
Rich people.
And then they would bus people in from the city.
Oh,
it was
God.
like desegregation. It was just horrible. I
Oh, my
hated
God.
it.
Right.
Everyone thinks because it's a rich,
School that
district,
it's
gonna be
better.
better, but it's
あ、
not.
そうだった
I
ね。
hated it so much.
That
I wanted to go
sucks.
back to the inner city
Yeah.
school. But
Yeah.
meanwhile, I don't know how to speak Japanese.
Yeah, I
Really?
Not really,
ひろ
because
くん日本語学校行かしたよね。
yeah,
そうでも
Do you s-
全部忘れた。
But Hiro
3
speaks
年生まで
Japanese?
No.
we speak at the same level.
Hura,
Like
Lisa
we both
Kennedy
speak like we're.
Lisa
can
Kennedy
understand.
How old do you
してて
think we are in our speech? 6?
Once 8 months.
そうだ
He
ね。
used to be fluent.
Oh wow,
Like
that's
totally.
wild.
Like
I
we
used-
used to go
there
to
was-
Japan and he would be better than me.
There-
How did your experiences in America change how you saw Japan? Did it change how you thought about Japan? As
You know, especially after World War II, many Americans came,
To
like,
Japan.
like most servicemen, much I think from Americanized because of the after World War II. I remember January 6th, I went to the courthouse at Brooklyn. There.
oh yeah, you have to
Yeah, this is-
swear that you're gonna.
Now my passport is American.
Wow. So you had to give up your Japanese citizenship.
Yeah.
Can you visit though?
Oh, I go there every year.
Oh, that's
this
good. Okay,
year I
okay.
went to the July, August. It was so hot. My
Oh, yeah.
parents' house, nobody living there.
Oh wow.
So every morning, early in the morning, I visit to my cemetery. I talk to them.
Thank you for listening to The Great Melting Pot with Micki Watanabe Spiller and Susy Spiller telling their story of immigrating to the U.S. from Japan. Thank you for listening to the story of Micki and Susy coming to the United States in the 1970s from Japan. Next up, we will have an interview with Basha from Poland.